Hi, Daniel Brown here, and welcome back to Poetry from Shook's Pond. Today we have some jazz poems, and I have to explain that I've been a jazz fan for most of my life. I started when I was a kid, kind of compulsively listening to my parents' big band 78s, and then graduated slowly into my father's jazz collection. He loved Louis Armstrong, Bix Beiderbecke, Fats Waller, and old blues piano players with strange names like Cow Cow Davenport and Montana Taylor and Speckled Red. But today's poem, the first one, is about Louis Armstrong and my first jazz education. It's called 1958 for my father. The old record spins, the needle drops. Hiss, 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 clickety click, clickety click, 78 times 60. Too fast to read the label. Innocent ears, spellbound by Satchmo's cornet. Muskat Ramble and Struttin with some barbecue. Heard at the speed of sight and sound. Surface noise, such imperfection, a window opening to a new life. And I have to explain that the name of the song is Muskat Ramble, not Muskrat, despite the fact that spell check was putting a red line under it constantly. It was originally Muskrat, but was misspelled on the label or in the record company logbook, and it stayed that way for all this time. So a little trivia is I would like people to go to YouTube and look up Louis Armstrong, Plain Muskat Ramble, and then identify what rock song from the 60s took the melody of that. And you can put the answer, if you're so inclined, on my Facebook page or in the comment section of this reading. The next poem is for Bill Evans, the great pianist Bill Evans, and it's called Believing. Bill Evans, 3 years before his final season, plays You Must Believe in Spring, sadly, as if he doesn't believe. Wait, a slight up-tempo, maybe? Then Eddie Gomez's bass solo and piano refrain. Yes, of course, bursting flowers through snow, why not? And the last poem today is based on one of my favorite jazz albums, Hampton Hawes at the piano. And he does wonderful versions of pretty familiar songs like Roberta Flack's Killing Me Softly, Bobby Hebb's Sunny, and Miles Davis's Blue and Green. And it's wonderfully recorded, and that's what the poem is about. It's called The Hampton Hawes Trio, 1976. Finally, as it should be, from my chair, Shelly Manne's drums are in front of the shelf where Buddha sits, except for some high cymbals and bass drum accents slightly to the right inside the computer room. Hamp's piano is stretched across the wall behind the TV. Each note is clear as fresh blue water. Ray Brown's upright bass walks the slats of the bathroom door as if hinged with strings. The speakers are invisible, as it should be. a dialogue between three musicians and a sound engineer with perfectly balanced ears. All past and gone, but reincarnated to me in my living room 40 years later, as they should be, right beautifully now. And that's a wrap for today. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And please come stop back for poetry from Shook's Pond.